Islam, we've been mentioning about Muslims on the program. And he had mentioned about the Bible. And he said that the Bible contains so many prophecies. That's the way they verify that this is the word of God and so forth. And he mentioned the Quran. He said the Quran, he doesn't know anything about it having any kind of prophecy whatsoever. One point is, I would like to know what your response would be if in fact you had debated on that issue. But I'm curious to know what would your response be in that.
You must get the tape again. He made an open apology. He said, look, I had made certain statements in ignorance. I didn't know. And I apologize unconditionally. And he said, I will not repeat the words. Just to tell you, some of you might not have heard. But he said, now you repeated the words, his words. He says, I will not repeat the words. True Islamic spirit.
I guess it must have been about 2 years ago now, I made a derogatory statement over television about the Quran. If you were not listening that particular week, I'm never going to tell you what it was.
I have a lot of opportunity to meet with the Christians here and discuss with them.
Yes.
They understand with the Bible is wrong and they convince with the argument against it.
Right.
But there comes a stage when they say, well, Jesus came out 3 days after that, and they became a dogma in their mind.
Right.
So after that, they keep silent. After they don't proceed ahead. They know that God is there, but after that, he is the Messiah. Right. And they say people that they were there. Right. How to meet that situation?
No, all this, where you lead him off from there. You see, it's so easy, wallah, it is so easy. If you just know a little bit about his book, you have to master that. Then you quote him from his own book. I said, you know when Jesus returned to that upper room where they had the Last Supper after his alleged crucifixion? He said, yes, he knows. I said, he comes in and wishes his disciples, Shalom Alaikum. In Hebrew, same as Salam Alaikum. I said, his disciples were terrified. Why were they terrified? So his book says they were affrighted because they thought he was a ghost, a spirit, a spook. So I learned to ask, did he look like a spook? They said no. So why should they think the man is a ghost when he doesn't look like a ghost? However, if you know, then I tell them, I say, Jesus tries to prove to them that he is not what they are thinking. So he says, Unzuru ila yadayya wa rijlayya. He says, behold my hands and my feet. Inni ana huwa, that it is I myself. And the same for the man, damn fools, what are you afraid of him for? So Busuni wanzuru, handle me and see. Fa'inna ruha laysa lahu lahmun wa izamun. For a spirit has no flesh and bones, as you see we have. Simple, basic English. I'm asking Dr. Robert Douglas, when a man tells you a spirit has no flesh and bone, so I want you to tell your audience that in your language, when you say a spirit has no flesh and bones, it means a spirit has flesh and bones. Tell them, and I will accept it. He couldn't, he did. Look, that means you have to master these little things. And inshallah, you do the job.
Barakallahu feek, Brother Ahmad Deidat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you who spend this time, this wonderful time with us, learning some of our Islamic teaching, inshallah. After we make us, before we make the adhan, inshallah, I'd like to remind you that by next Friday, inshallah, I'll be able to get from the brothers some information about the videotapes for Brother Ahmad Deidat, and we'll make the announcement, inshallah, next Friday, how can you acquire them, the videotapes or the cassettes. By next Friday, inshallah, I'll make the announcement here in this masjid, inshallah.